Welcome to this first episode of Crap Places to Live, where I slag off various towns in the UK, and in this first episode it's Parkwood in Maidstone, not to be confused with Parkwood in Medway. And Parkwood in Maidstone's a rather weird and uninspiring 70s housing estate. But first, before we talk about the 70s part, let's talk about this section of new houses. And just like many other modern housing estates, everything is made to be small. The roads small, the houses are small, everything's small, so you don't notice it's small. So you're buying a smaller house than what you think you are. And also, this housing estate is next to an ex-landfill site, and there's pipes going underneath the houses to vent off any landfill gas that might come up. Well, I really want to live here, really, but I'm sure these houses are perfectly safe, really. Well, I don't want to be sued, do I? So I have to say that. And now on to the 70s part of the estate, where there's some plastic houses. What? Plastic houses? I don't believe it. On closer inspection, it don't really appear to be all plastic. This seems to be some sort of plastic coating on the outside. These houses are ugly. There seems to be some sort of prefab, flat pack housing. This is just weird, and it looks so unsubstantial. I wonder if I give one a little push. Do you think it'll fall over? Let's try it. Oh no, not quite that bad, but I don't think it's going to last very long, really. Who'd want to live here? Who in their right mind wants to live in a plastic, ugly house? Oh, well, I'm sure some people must, because there's lots of people living here. But now on to the other part of the estate, more towards the centre of Parkwood, where there's some very uninspiring 70s houses. I usually like 70s places. Well, I like the ultra grotty places, but these aren't really that grotty. They're just 2 floors, uninspiring. No lifts, nothing of interest. It's just 70s housing. Okay, now in the centre of Parkwood, there is some rather horrid looking 50s shops. They're 50s style. I don't know exactly when they're built, maybe they're built in the 60s, but they're horrid, uninspiring. This is one of these horrid places like Twiddle or Walderslade or Lords, but just ugly, horrible shops. I usually like 50s places. I like old 50s technology, like 50s lifts, 50s substations, and I usually like these 50s places. But these set design of shops that you see in so many housing estates around this time are just ugly. And now onto some more parts of Parkwood. There's this sort of very small block of flats, but this doesn't even have a lift, so the people that live in the top floors have to walk up the stairs. And here is another set of flats. Now this is rather weird. Look, you've got the same horrid plastic again for that lift shaft, but it looks like the lift was added at a later date. Well, on close inspection, it doesn't seem it was. It seems like it's original. Because just look at those windows. You wouldn't add windows at a later date. They're made of the same plastic as the lift shaft. So it seems to imply this plastic lift shaft that looks like an ugly add-on was actually part of the original house's design. That's so weird. Anyway, what sort of lift do you think it'll be? Something 70s. I'm getting excited now. I like old 70s technology and I like 70s lifts. But what do you think it is? Now, I don't think it's going to be an express or anything like that. It just doesn't look the sort of place, really. An express lift just wouldn't really suit its place. Something more sort of hydraulic, I think. Something a bit. Maybe a Furs. Or maybe a Becker. Yeah, Beckers are suitably odd. They sort of suit its place. Or maybe a 70s generic. Right, let's go into this building to find out. And it is... No! They've replaced it! Again, another old lift been ruined. It's been totally replaced. There's no signs of what it was originally. Oh, I'd rather ride a nice 70s lift than this stupid modern generic lift.
Going up, 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 going up. Please mind the doors. Doors closing. Going up. Floor 3. Doors opening. Please mind the doors. Doors closing. Going down. Ground floor. Doors opening. Doors closing. Doors opening.
Also, another thing that I thought was interesting is that this road leading to the new part of the housing estate is a 30-mile-an-hour road, and coming off it is a little road that runs alongside the new housing estate. But this little narrow road is a 60-mile-an-hour road, even though it's narrower than the 30-mile-an-hour road. There's no way to go 60 miles an hour along that. The reason for this is this used to be a country road before the new part of the housing estate was built. But it's quite weird that they've left it still 60 miles an hour when you clearly could not go anywhere near 60 on this bit of road.